All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back to Average Stakes.
Welcome back.
Of it?
Trevor, how the hell are you?
Doing good, doing great.
Roman, I think we're on the same page. This is our flu game, man.
Yeah.
We're not feeling the toppest of notch. You know, you're going to hear in our voices, maybe some sniffles.
Yeah,
But we're here to bring you
3 days.
We're here to bring you the most average of takes. So here we are, boys.
Well, you guys are fighting through adversity now.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. And I'm going to fight for your right.
A party.
All right, today we got you our trade deadline destination, new destination, guys. You know, we're going to talk to you where we think some interesting fellas fit. So, are you guys, what do you have to say about it, Trevor, Roman?
I think a lot of deals are about to be made come trade deadline. It's about to get real interesting here in the MLB.
It's coming up almost a month away.
Padres are hot, and I'm loving every minute of it.
These are just a couple guys who I have like a 80% chance that they're gonna get moved. The teams are probably about 10% chance that's gonna happen. But I'm way more confident these guys are gonna get moved than I am on the teams that we're about to say. But there's a 10% chance still, so it may happen.
We'll see.
I'm loving the authentic sweat marks you got in the hat. You're just rocking it.
Yeah, it's game ready. It's been through a lot, as you can tell.
Yeah. Almost the same
Probably
thing.
about 2 days worth of being in the sun.
Yeah.
For you.
Just to let you guys know, that hat was brand new last week.
Yeah.
So
That's just
there was a sweater.
Absolutely.
I do sweat a lot.
That's funny. If you guys are listening and not watching on YouTube, which you should always try to get to YouTube and watch. But
yep, if you're watching on YouTube, why don't you take a second to like, subscribe, and give us a comment?
Yeah, comment down who you think Roman's pick is going to be, because you might know mine already. All right, who wants to get into it first? Who do you think is getting traded? Why and where?
Well, since you freaking shouted me out like that, why don't I go first?
Great idea.
All right. My first one is going to be Wilson Contreras.
Wilson 2 L's.
Wilson 2 L's type guy. I think he's going to be on the move this come trade deadline, and I think his best fit is in Houston with the Astros. I mean, their best catcher right now is Martin Maldonado. I mean, great defender, but his batting is just not there. Batting a 151, 5 home runs, 16 RBIs, and that's just not going to cut it for them. I think Wilson Contreras is a good fit. Batting a 269, 12 home runs, 27 RBIs, and I think that's exactly what the Astros need come trade deadline.
Yeah, I think that would be a really good fit. Honestly, I know he's on half of a year, basically, is all you're going to get from him until he tests free agency. Yep. And I think he's going to get paid a lot, man, eventually. But go get him. They always say it's good to rent a guy so he gets the feel like maybe you get your first choice and you get to throw your cap in the race or whatever first. So, I mean, and it shows you want him on your team. Yeah. He's a great catcher. I think he's a top 5-10 catcher in this league every night. And we just watched him destroy the Padres for a whole series, but ended up sweeping him. But he's a very great hitter, good catcher.
Yeah, the Astros are in first place. They're rolling right now. I think he'll fit in and boost this team even higher.
I mean, I definitely think he's going to be on the move this year, especially with how much money he wants and the Cubs situation. They're definitely in a rebuilding mode, so they want to stack up those prospects.
Got to.
And honestly, I think he is the best overall catcher on the market right now.
Absolutely.
He may be even the best catcher in baseball. Yeah, the average wise, it's not as good, but hitting catcher, home runs, RBIs, he leads all those categories. He's definitely solid. He has a cannon. And you're going to take those home runs and the RBIs that he produces over the couple stolen bases he gives up. So like that move. Maybe he goes to a different team. I don't know, but like Bob was saying, rentals do get the first choice at keeping someone if everything goes well. You see a lot of that. Guys get traded for half a year, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, I like the vibe here. I like it here." But we'll see. He's definitely gonna get paid a bag from somebody.
Absolutely. And Houston has it. Houston has it in the bank.
Yeah, didn't sign Correa, so they got a pretty decent contract ready waiting for him.
Yeah.
I know they would definitely be excited to have him on that team because he's great every time. All right. I'll go next. Just because I want to cut Shinny off a little bit. But I'm gonna say Josh Bell of the Washington Nationals. Nationals suck.
It's not Juan Soto. I guess it could be Josh Bell.
Yeah, you got to keep Soto. You can't give up Soto at all. But Josh Bell's on a 1-year, $10 million deal, so you're only paying the back half of that. The man's batting 294, 11 bombs, 44 RBIs. I mean, he's killing it. He's having probably one of the better years of his career. And if you exclude the 2020 year, this guy's like a 275 middle of the lineup power RBI guy that any team could need. I'm going to take him. I'm shipping to the Guardians, Cleveland Guardians. They are tied for first. No one saw them coming. This team has one of the lowest payrolls in the entire league. And our boy Fred Mill is just not cutting it. He's not batting his weight. 4 homers, $196.
What's going on with that guy?
And they just DFA'd Oscar Mercado. They have a lot of guys hurt. I mean, this team already needs an outfielder. Josh Bell could play first and outfield, just like Naylor and other guys on their team. But I think this is a bat that could go to this team and significantly help them and where Fred Mill hasn't. And maybe that's you could trade for trade. I mean, they're both kind of. I mean, I think Bell's going into his excuse me, and this is my sickness. Bell's going into like age 30, and I think Fred Mill's in 26 or something like that. But that's what I see.
I mean, a switch hitter. I like switch hitters always.
Switch hitter,
he's
great
a power hitter.
I think that'll be a great fit. Cleveland in first place. Get Miles Straw out of there.
I mean, they only have one power hitter on this team right now, and that's Jose Ramirez. He's 16 homers. Everyone else, I mean.
Can Josh Bell play center field?
No. Can't play center. No.
Maybe
corner guy, right field, first base, maybe left, maybe.
What about Josh?
They got a big wall there, so it's kind of flexible. I don't know. I just feel like he could fill a hole that they have somewhere. Definitely with the bat, and I think
absolutely
that could transition anywhere. Like Trevor said earlier, the team might not be right, but this guy probably is on the move somewhere. Everyone could use a bat. The guy can play 2 positions, switch hitter. He's having a good year, so I see him.
And the team he's coming from is definitely proven they're going to be rebuilding. So
and desperate
absolutely
for anything you'll give them.
Yes. All right, I'm gonna name off the first pitcher that I think is gonna be going.
Ooh, let's hear
it.
I am feeling Luis Castillo is out of Cincinnati in that pitcher's park. He's put together a pretty solid year. Yeah, he's 2-4, but he's on one of the worst teams in the NL, the Reds. He has a 3.33 ERA, which is very good in a hitter's park. And I think he's going to a team that is desperately searching for some pitching. That's really been their problem the last 2-3 years, and that is the Los Angeles Angels. Luis Castillo is going to the Angels. I think that fits perfect in kind of where the Angels are set up at. Yeah, maybe they make a big second half push. That division's kind of, I would say the Astros are definitely the best team there, but second place gets you a wild card in most situations. And if they have a healthy Trout and Ohtani's doing what he's doing, I really like Luis Castillo to the Angels.
They need to play a lot better over there. But Luis Castillo has had a very good career for the Reds in one of the easiest hitting ballparks in the league. Let's not forget Great American or whatever they call it now. Cincinnati Reds Stadium is small. It is balls just fly out of there any given night. So I think you're right. Going to the Angels, a little bit difficult, more difficult hitting park than Cincy for sure. I think that would help him out a lot. And then obviously you have the confidence of playing on a good team. I mean, every corner you turn is an all-star capable player. I mean, I know they just lost Anthony Rendon for the season. Man, that's so wild. I just wanted to bring that up because I think
Not good.
that sucks. Angels' luck sucks, man. They tried with Pujols, didn't work. Josh Hamilton didn't work. Like Rendon, another big free agency splash. Seems like it's not going to work.
Yeah, I mean, he's been there, 3 years now?
And is Ohtani going to leave, man? Is he not happy?
I don't
Wants to
know.
win.
Yeah, wants to win. Doesn't like losing. Can't do everything.
You're right. He can't.
Nine players on the
Actually-
field.
Actually, I think he can. I think he can do everything.
He can do everything, but the team still loses like the other
Yeah.
night.
Yeah,
They
that was
lose
wild.
just a bullshit of a game. It was like 10-10 at like 10 at night. I don't even know how to explain it. Ohtani had like 2 bombs, like 8 RBIs or something like that. I don't even
Yeah.
know what the number was.
And they still lost.
And they still lost. Like if I'm Ohtani, I'm going like,
I'm livid.
do I gotta be a Hall of Famer, an
Literally.
active Hall of Famer to play this game, to win games or something? Like, what is going on?
I know it's got to be very frustrating when you go 2 bombs, 8 RBIs, and you still lose the game.
Yeah, I'm livid. I'm going to have beers after the game, congratulating myself. By myself. As selfish as that sounds.
He's given the translator an earful.
The only guy who understands. You son of a bitch.
That's what I was. I
You
don't know what I
talked
was
me into
watching.
going to Los Angeles.
But you know how mad someone is when they speak in like their native language.
I don't know. I don't know the other languages. Sometimes maybe the translator gives it to us a little better. Lies a little bit.
Yeah.
Roman, you want to go
F-bombs.
again?
Yeah, I'll go again. I'll bring the second pitcher off the board. I'm gonna go Frankie Montez from the A's. I think the A's are just down in the gutters, 23-46, last in their division,
Yeah, they're selling.
just selling away. And I think the Red Sox would be a good fit for Frankie. I mean, Nick Pivetta is their best pitcher right now, and I think he needs a little bit of help. When the Red Sox are in third, I mean, they can make a little push here after the trade deadline for first. I mean, it's going to be hard, no doubt about it, but some good pitching would help with that.
Yeah, bro. I mean, that's great. Great placement for him. I think that's a move waiting to be happen, maybe even in the works. I think that is just perfect fit for him. The Red Sox do need help pitching. I know Chris Sale's on the way sooner or later. It seems like every year, but that's a good pick. I mean, the Red Sox are right now middle of the pack of the East and
Middle of the pack. I
There's-
mean,
I
Yankees
think-
are a powerhouse, but I mean, you
Yeah.
can push for second.
I think with the Red Sox main concern is they're the third wild card team right now, or the second wild card team. Let's just stay there somehow.
well, you always got to get better a little bit. Heim's going to make a move
Absolutely.
to get better because if you don't, the Blue Jays probably are going to make moves because they have been the last 2 years. And then you have the Rays, who are always sneaky good, turn freaking dust to diamonds. I don't know how. Random guys, but
guys.
maybe even them, they make a move for the first time in a while mid-season and try to spark something over there. I don't know, but I definitely think the Red Sox need to make a move, Roman, and that's a good one.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, and maybe Frankie has like another gear in him when he.
Yeah,
It's hard to pitch when you're on a really bad team. You know, it's like
no defense behind you. It's
I'm
like I gotta
expecting
strike
to
this guy out,
lose.
or he's gonna come in. You know,
yeah, and
somebody's gonna make an error.
the Red Sox have always been pretty respected team throughout baseball.
Yeah.
Guys come in there like the clubhouse, they like the vintage Fenway Park and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's a great move. Great move. Frankie Montes on the move. 100p though.
100p.
Yeah.
A's are garbage.
All right, keeping this train rolling just like we did before. Another pitcher off the board. And I'm gonna go a former Padre, David Bednar of the Pirates. I'm gonna throw a lot of numbers at you at one time, folks. So just turn your baseball ears on. So David Bednar, 2021, so last season, had a 2.23 in 60.2 innings and a .97 whip. So not even one whip. And this is his first year as a Pirate. In 2022, this season, he's almost cut it, his ERA, by exactly 1 run. It's 1.34 now. So little, 9.90 drop off. And then he has a .80 whip this year. So even 17 point drop off for the walks, hits per inning stat. So that is huge for a closer, because if you let guys on, the game starts to unravel from your fingertips. You can no longer control this game. One bloop and that guy might score. So that is a huge stat in that self right there. But I'm going to send him to the Phillies. Phillies have had bullpen trouble for as long as I can remember.
Absolutely.
I mean, for the last handful of seasons, Phillies have always complained. And I know they have a good closer. I mean, I wouldn't say good, but Knebel is.
No, I heard he lost the job recently.
Oh, really? Recently?
Yeah. His name's Sir Anthony Dominguez.
I mean, they have a couple of names in that pen, but I think David Bednar, I mean, the way he closes these Pirate games, 2.2 inning saves, he wants to be the guy to finish the game. Don't care when he's coming. He wants to end the game. Kind of old school. I really liked him when he was on the Padres, and I know the Pirates liked him a lot because when we stole Joe Musgrove from him, they made sure they got him. And they've turned him around when it's hard to pitch for the Pirates. I mean, we've seen other guys leave there and become very successful.
Yep.
Garrett Cole, I mean, Joe Musgrove, Jameson Taillon. These guys get better once they leave. So it's hard not to think David Bednar is only going to get better. He's a 1.7 WAR right now this season, and he's only going to get better. The Phillies just lost their closer. He got demoted. So Anthony Dominguez is going to step up. I think David Bednar is the right guy to fill it in. And they have to still work their way back. They're not in the playoffs, but with all their bullpen mess, I think that's a perfect candidate to lock that shit down.
Why did he lose his job, though? He has 11 saves right now.
Probably blown.
I think he's hurt, too. Mixer of being hurt. Next guy coming up. Sir Anthony Dominguez, he has under 1 ERA right now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So, even if he's hurt, got to add another guy to the pen.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, he's been a beast all year long. Even for the Pirates, coming in knowing you're gonna get a save 90% of the time.
Yeah,
it's must feel nice. Only thing wrong, they're never in save opportunities.
Would you say the Pirates are in rebuild mode right now?
I think they're on the outside
on the cusp.
I think they have gone through it.
Yeah, they have. Absolutely.
And I think now it reminds me of the Padres a couple years ago, and they just need to find an all-star now. Go sign a guy.
Yeah.
Just one. Kind of like how the Rockies thought they were going to do with Chris Bryant, who I haven't seen.
Robbed them,
like we talked about in other episodes. Just straight robbed. But I lost my point of track where I was getting to.
Pirates need an
they need to
all-star.
sign
They're
an
an
all-star.
all-star away.
Like they
Yes.
have nobody on their team. You think of the Pirates, you can't even name their best player.
Go sign a guy to not only bring you fans, but to introduce O'Neal Cruz to the league, to the media, because this guy
That
is
95 mile an hour ball from shortstop the other day.
yeah, he has the hardest throw.
Holy shit.
And he played 3 innings so far this season. I know he played a little bit last year. 3 innings, and he already had the hardest throw by an infielder.
Yeah.
It's not the hardest
Yeah.
all time. That's Fernando Tatis, but he did. And then his sprint speed, I was reading an article. They said his sprint speed on the double that he got thrown at third, trying to get a stretch it to a triple, was faster than Tyreek Hill's top sprint speed.
No way.
Was faster.
No way.
So you
And
got a
he runs in a circle.
6'7" shortstop throwing and running very hard. I am a big fan.
No, yeah,
Wow.
the ceiling is
We
really
got a
high
Tatis
for
number 2 right now.
Yes,
What's going on?
got their we got a Tatis. They got their Tatis. I mean,
well, then maybe that's their star. Then they just
Acuna
need to
and-
focus on him.
yeah,
brand
focus
him.
on him. But I'm saying reel in one superstar guy that could just arm on the shoulder when you're down, or our Manny Machado to Fernando Tatis is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
I want one guy to just be like, hey, let's do this.
Let's do
I mean,
it.
they have a
Me and
lot
you.
of young
Me and
talent.
you, we take this team to the moon.
Yes.
Love it.
Pittsburgh's just a great sports town. The fans are there during the fall, and then all of a sudden they're gone during baseball
Yeah,
season.
they need somebody to
were
root for
nowhere
because
to
their
be
football
seen.
team sucks ass. So let's get the Pirates on board, huh?
Yeah.
That was a bad take.
I think that was a great take.
That was a really bad take.
All right, Shenny.
Let's finish it off, Jennifer.
I'm going to finish it off with a guy who I'm like 100% sure he's going to get moved. These teams, I'm going to name 2 teams because there's 2 that I think he can go to. So let me start off with his name, Andrew Benetendi of the Kansas City Royals. I think he's good as gone at this point. He's hitting 298, leads the Royals in average. Yeah, his power numbers aren't really there, but he's never really been a 25, 30 home run dude. He's really been consistent leadoff guy, top of the order, left-handed bat, decent defense. So I think he's going to go to one of 2 teams. The first team, I think he's going to the St. Louis Cardinals. They have struggled on the offensive wise in the outfield. Tyler O'Neill has been nowhere near what he was last year. Harrison Bader is really he's decent. He has good fielding. He had a couple spurts of good offense this year. And then they have Dylan Carlson in the right field who
Just turned it on.
Just turned it on.
Literally just recently. And
Came
the
off the
Cardinals
IL and just started slugging. So I agree with you, Trevor. I think that's a good destination for him. And they could trade one of those young guys who doesn't get much time, so
yeah,
it would be nice.
Yep. And then the other team I think Andrew Benetendi can land on is my San Diego Padres.
No way.
Will Myers is out for the year probably at this point. Trent Grisham, his hitting stats in the shitter.
Could be better.
I'll say it in the shitter.
Better.
And then Profar, he's just been solid pretty much all year. Just literally just
Lead
solid.
off. I'm pretty sure I said
Yeah.
it a couple podcasts ago. Putting him in the leadoff, he was 4 for 4 today.
He was pissed at that 3-0 hit.
Yeah, got hit by a pitch.
Hit by pitch, bro. He was pissed, and I love it.
Yeah.
Love that energy.
I mean, since they moved him to leadoff, he's been awesome. I know since Manny's been out, which we'll get to in a second. I can't believe I just said that early. Profar has been playing second, or batting second. Sorry.
But I do want to say I have liked Nomar Mazara. I like how he's been playing on our team. I like how he's like a never say nothing but do all the bark or no bark all play, whatever the fucking saying is. But I think Trent Grisham would have to take the bench on this one if Benetendi comes on the team because I like Nomar.
I don't. I think it just gives us more depth to platoon Nomar and even Profar can DH. This guy can DH, give Hosmer a day off, give Luke Voigt a day off. A lot of options when you add more depth to your
I
outfield.
think Profar is so comfortable over there in the outfield, and I'm with Roman. I do like Mazzara. Benetendi would be a really nice fit for the Padres if we were talking before the season. I feel like now that we're here, I mean, if you don't like Mazzara playing there, I think he's doing everything Benintendi would do except
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen too much that I hated out of Nomar Mazzara. I mean, Padres Twitter got on his ass about the lazy.
That's just his type of play, though.
ball.
He
I
doesn't
think he
show the
already
effort.
thought it was a double. I
Yeah.
mean, the ball made him turn around. He just tossed it in. Like, I think he already pictured it as a double. Padres won that game, so I don't know why they're all crying. But I think Nomar's been pretty good, and I think he brings exactly what Benintendi's going to bring.
I mean, yeah, I see that, but at the same time, these guys, you don't want these guys getting comfortable. You need to light a
Absolutely.
fire under their ass. So we bring in this guy who we just traded for. Maybe I need to step up now, and that's only going to make better. Competition within your organization is only going to make you better.
Yeah, I would agree. I would like to disagree on this just because of the Will Myers factor. He's not done for the year. And then when he comes back, then we have an array of like decent outfielders. No one like a step above. So I think Benintendi's good, but I don't see that move happening a little bit.
Yes and no.
We don't have to. We don't have to agree. We don't have to agree.
I'm looking big picture. I really want this team to get to the playoffs. I really want them to go far in the playoffs. I really don't think this move would hurt at all.
No, I agree. It would hurt our farm system.
It's already hurt. Probably already hurt that.
Are we daring to hurt it again?
Probably fucking Ty France for Austin Nola type deal.
Don't say that. All right. Well, let's get into the Padre talk since we are here and we just want to roll right
live in effect.
Yeah, I said it a little bit earlier, but Manny Machado hurt. We didn't podcast the last couple of days. We haven't really been feeling good, but Manny had a bad ankle roll.
I felt like all of San Diego gasped when that play happened.
At first saw
fucking rolled ankle
of that.
It looked bad.
I a little bit gasped, but then I saw the other angle and I saw his pants. They thought was like his ankle popping out of the bone and roll. It was his pants making like he wears the baggiest
pants. Yeah.
He slipped. He rolled his ankle. He's not going on the IL. He was walking after. It's bruised. It's an ankle roll. This is a grown ass man.
Yes, sir.
That's all I got to say about it. He's not in the IL.
And that sucker on ice.
I think he even.
Yeah, that's exactly the only thing to do.
This team's playing good. I think there was an opportunity for him to actually hit the DL and take some time off. But I trust Manny Machado. That's all I'm going to say.
I think Manny is so in love with. He hasn't been on an IL stint in 8 years. He's like, nah, can't. I'm good. He's really. I really think he'll be out maybe the rest of the week. They might put him on the 10-day just to open up a roster spot for someone, but at the same time, you put some ice on that, you get that elevated. Swelling's going to go down. He's going to feel good in about a week. It looked bad, but it really is just a sprained ankle. I know sometimes ankle sprains are worse than a complete break. But maybe
it doesn't sound like that in this situation though. He's walking. He's not in a boot. I've seen high ankle sprains and NFL players in boots for weeks. So he's walking around normal. I think he'll be all right, like you said, in a week or two. But what made that like so painful is that we got swept by the Rockies. And all of a sudden I had a flashback. Last year, we get Tatis gets hurt before, swept by the Rockies, swept by the Diamondbacks, and then all of a sudden the tier just went down the hill. And I had a heat flashback And
Started
that one
panicking
hurt.
for a little bit.
Yeah, it hurt a little bit. Then we go into this Diamondback series,
And we're putting on a
knocked the
clinic.
socks off of them.
Putting on a clinic, baby.
Everyone was playing extremely well this series. And then this next series is going to be the test. All right. Phillies are a good team.
These next 2 series, I believe.
I'm going to talk about this one first. Phillies, I mean, their record might not be the best. They're 36-34, only 2 games over 500 and lost 3 straight. But they're still a good team and are going to fight. Bryce Harper loves playing here, even when he was a national. So I think it's going to be he's playing, right? He's not hurt. I thought he missed a game or 2, but
he's for sure DHing, I think, worst case. But yeah, like you're saying, the Phillies, yeah, their record might not represent how good their like team is.
But not a
But
team to underestimate.
at some point they have to turn it around and maybe replay them when they're playing their best baseball. And I'm okay taking splitting the series 2 out of 2 against this team. I'll take that. They're still a decently squad team, like all around. They got some good players over there, and you don't want to make mistakes to some of their key players. Definitely.
yeah, I agree with you there.
I think the Diamondbacks were a perfect team to play before this series.
Oh, and let's not forget our boy taking dry hacks in the batting cage.
Yes.
Oh, yes,
I wanted
yes.
to talk about it. Fernando
Yes.
Dude,
Tatis.
he's been
And it
clear this
looks
whole
very
time.
good. And it's looked
So the
very good.
Padres kind of lied to us. Let's not let this slip
that was
past.
happening. Knew that was
They
happening.
said he
I called
couldn't
it. I'm
swing.
pretty sure I called it when we talked about it on that pod.
They keep everything under the table with them because the media just runs with things.
exaggerate.
Yes, they just run with things.
So they said, Padres said that he's not allowed to swing. And all of a sudden, guys were at the game, had the seats next to where you could peep into the batting cage.
Who's in
And
the cage?
That fan must
little
have-
old Fernando Tatis Jr. taking dry hacks.
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
And then, so the media got that. Oh, gobbled it up quick, went and talked about it. And they said he's been taking dry hacks for a month or 2.
Yep.
Yeah, I think what happened is when he was supposed to get the MRI and they said they all were postponing it, he got it that day. And everything was just pushed back a week and been hitting for a month now.
I low-key, I love.
They said he's dry hacks only, 40% dry hacks.
Little dry hacks.
I love how they're handling that.
Yeah.
Lie to the media, keep lying to them. Let's not let teams know what we're doing, when he's gonna be back, and then all of a sudden, boom, Fernando Tatis starting in
the
LA.
media loves switching things up. Why don't the teams just start switching things up on the media? One way to get back at them.
The
Well,
league
you're
should be
getting
all
back at
over
me
that.
because I'm part of the media.
No, but imagine that fan just sitting there, eating his buffet because he's got home plate tickets, and all of a sudden he looks over. Is that Fernando Tatis swinging a bat? What is this? Takes out his phone, probably hiding it, recording it, sitting there like this.
Home plate?
That's the home plate club. Like if you have tickets,
batting cages?
if you have tickets in at like behind home plate, there's there's an entrance under for like food and like drinks and shit, and you can see the batting cage right there.
Oh, that's so fire.
So if you get there early enough, you can see guys hitting in the underground in the batting cage, and I'm sure that guy was there fucking right when the gates opened and just been sitting there.
That's so lit.
Fernando's probably didn't look at the time. Oh fuck, there's fans in here. Shit.
We got to get behind the plate seats at least once in our lifetime.
One day.
Yeah, one day. I'm not rich yet. And I did say yet.
Yeah. What do you think those run? How much is one seat behind the plate?
Cool.
Depends who we
500.
play.
500? Oh, that's not bad. I was thinking more like 1,000 range, but 500, not bad at all.
No, I have no idea. No, that was
Just a random number.
Yeah.
If we're playing the D-backs, probably 500-600. Playing the Dodgers, probably $2,000.
So remind me, watch versus
D-backs.
Dodgers.
Yeah. Oh.
Because I told you I'll be rich one day.
Yeah, true.
Joe Musgrove was also on the COVID IL. He said he didn't feel good. Pitch anyway. Said he didn't think it was
No,
COVID.
savage.
Flu game. Everybody has to have
Whatever.
one.
He's done. Pitches tomorrow or today when you see this live. Whatever.
And Bomel's back. Love that.
Mel's back finally. It's been a weird season. I mean, I talked about it last pod. I know it just came out though because of technical difficulties, but yeah, it's been a weird season with Bomel and the whole staff and Brian Christensen, everyone. COVID's. It's just a weird thing.
And I think it's all over.
No,
I
listen
think
to this.
All that is over. Everything that could have happened already. Everything's going to be smooth sailing now. Tatis going to come back. Bomel, Manny Machado, and we're just going to go on a roll here. Hopefully.
And I just saw this tweet from Dennis Lynn. Bob Melvin missed only 2 games in his first 18 MLB seasons. This year he's missed 20 this year. At this point, he's missed 20.
Damn.
That's wild.
First year in San Diego, and he misses 20. I know there's been some crazy shit that's happened to him. But obviously this team loves when he's in the clubhouse, in the dugout, managing the game. I personally have seen a complete 180 from how the team is just managed, what a manager should do.
Bro, last year, if the team didn't have Manny Machado and Fernando Tatis in the lineup, there was 0.000% chance of winning that game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100p.
And it's wild that this team is fearless, and it shows. Like, yeah, they might take some bad swings sometimes, but they're gonna fight, man. Like, finally.
Oh, and especially today, like today's game. I know it was a day game. Most people didn't get to watch it, but Mad Bum has diced us his whole career. Mad Bum has, even on the Diamondbacks, he's low-key been dicing us, except on opening day when he's been on the Diamondbacks. He gets raked, but put up a career high against Mad Bum, 6 runs, I think it was. And guys were just clicking, Luke Voigt, he's been nasty. Jerson Profar, 4 hits today, like Bob was saying.
You want to know why that happened? Because Jorge Alfaro's walk off and then his game speech after, let's fucking go, San Diego, just launched us into full effect.
No, yeah, it's nice jumping on teams early like that because we give up 4 more runs, whatever, and we win 10-6 or 10-4. So love that. This team bounced back after getting swept by the fucking Rockies. And I think I heard Don say that we've lost like 13 straight games in Colorado, something weird like that.
Yeah, 11 straight games in Colorado. I was
not happy about that one.
I've been tweeting about this for a while. That series it was very upsetting.
Very. Charlie Black
kind of put me in a dark spot.
Us.
And we got, let's see how many more games we have there. 7.
Jesus. There?
7.
No. Oh, no.
No.
You're going to put me in another dark spot.
But hopefully Fernando Tatis is there for the next 7.
Absolutely.
Hopefully.
But yeah, like you were saying, Padres are 3-0 without Manny Machado and Fernando Tatis. So love that.
It's going to be a hard series if Manny's not playing. That's for sure. Because this lineup thumps. Our pitching is going to have to be grade A, and it starts with Joe Musgrove.
Would you rather him be in this series or the series at the end of the month?
No, they're a series a week away is much more important.
Much more important?
Yes. 1 week from now is way more important.
Way more important?
Yes.
Yeah, so he can sit out against the Phillies. It's fine.
And
I got some special guests coming in next week. Well, not special, but got some guests.
Special
gonna talk some ball with the boys.
No, but and the All-Star votes came out. Fernando Tatis is 6, hasn't even played 1 inning.
Hasn't
Yeah.
played one
Face-
inning and
That's
has
the
like
face of baseball.
so many votes. It's
Dude,
crazy.
Mookie Betts. I hate how he's number 1 every fucking year.
Mookie Betts actually has a cracked rib right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably won't even play. The All-Star game.
probably will.
Not. I don't think
Probably
so.
will.
It's
Cracked
in
rib?
LA. He can rehab there.
You make the team, you don't play, someone else gets your spot.
Yeah, I always think that's weird when like guys make the team, and then that still considers like they made the All-Star team, and then someone else makes it. There's usually like 30 guys that like make the All-Star team.
Yeah.
A lot
Weird.
of guys. I mean, there's one player from every team.
Yeah, so that makes sense. 30.
Abrams got brought back up since Machado got hurt. They dropped down Reese Kinnear. And Abrams is still, I think he's a little too young to be here.
Guy freaking rakes in AAA and sucks in the MLB. It's just isn't that much faster.
That's what I always wonder is
it that
the
much
pitching is
faster?
that much better. I honestly think he's a little
Takes
bit
a while to
nervous.
get used to.
But at the same, I'm
MLB.
talking. That's why I like Nomar Mazara. He came in, had been batting well.
But he's
Yes.
also had at least 4 years of MLB like service. Like
Yeah, he's been
he's
good.
just kind of been treated shitty, honestly, in his other organizations.
Yeah, very true. But I mean, I don't know. Can't
Yeah,
be
maybe
that
he's
much
too
faster.
young, but at the same time, we need him right now. Like, there's no one else I would rather him play than Alcantara.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, pros and cons to it, pros and cons, but
And guys,
I'm
are
excited
gonna-
for this series this weekend.
yeah,
So
Need
we
play the
Blake
will-
Snell to
Phillies.
fucking step up. Blake Snell, step up. Period.
Period.
It's time.
Yeah, and I
Made a
really
big-
don't want to see Kyle Schwarber hit a home run this weekend.
because he's gonna go very far if it
Very
does.
far.
He always fucking rakes the Padres. And this is about the same time last year when he went on that like stupid 14
Yeah,
home
middle
run
of summer.
streak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking like 80
and-
homers in 14 days.
I'm just gonna mention it. The little memo came out that teams have been muddying the baseballs different than every other team. Like I thought that was a universal thing. How much different can it be to mud a baseball?
I thought all of the teams had their own guys doing it.
Every team has their
yeah.
own guys doing it, but apparently the way that they rub it has been completely different throughout the whole MLB. Like all 30 teams have been different.
They
Which
just
they
do
don't- They don't have like a protocol.
which I really
how to do it.
haven't figured out what changes with the ball. Less mud, more mud. I don't know what makes a difference in why some guys Aaron Judge has like 29 home runs and some guys with the
Forgive
same
me for being uneducated here, but what exactly is the mud they're putting on these balls? Are they just rubbing dirt on them or something?
so
Yeah,
no, there's
basically.
special mud that's only they get from one place in the world. I think it's in Louisiana or something like that. But
Goes to Florida.
And they just rub it on the ball, so it's like not.
they have
new?
to rub it on the balls because when the balls are brand new, they're slick. So when the guys throw, it slips out of their hand when they have sweat on their hands.
That
And stuff.
causes injury, so they don't want that to happen.
Oh, okay.
Muddy it up a little bit so they don't have to tacky it. It's just like a normal procedure. Like you always see the umpires like rubbing the
Just
balls
rubbing the
more
ball,
because
yeah.
sometimes it has too much mud, so the umpire's gonna rub it out a little bit or lube it up a little bit, as they per se.
And if you notice, like, if you ever catch a in-game ball, like that was a foul ball or even
Never
a home
done
run.
it before.
No, but when that happens for you, just take a look. Usually the laces have like mud inside them, like
Mm-hmm,
the black or the red laces have mud inside them,
mm-hmm.
and the balls usually aren't white like you would expect.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could tell or not
You caught that ball?
on
That ball has a sticker on it, Jimmy. That's from the store.
that is a foul ball, certified foul ball.
Certified foul ball.
But they're not like white. It's like a mudded
Yeah.
color. And it does not look 100% even.
we'll see, because they put out this memo mid-season. I guess the players were complaining big time about the balls this year, which obviously makes sense. You shouldn't have guys who hit the ball the same mile per hour and the same launch angle, and one is a home run and one is a fly out. Like, honestly, that shouldn't happen. It should kind of be all. If you're using the same baseballs, you got to think about it. The
It should
same
do the
launch
same
angle and the
thing.
same speed
Should go the same place.
Should go the same distance.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We will
We'll
see.
see.
All right. I think that's the podcast. Ain't nothing wrong with being average, baby.
That'll do. Ain't nothing being wrong.
Ain't
Make sure you
nothing
like,
but a
comment, subscribe.
hound dog.
All right, baby.
No